Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Holistic Health and Fitness Quest. My name is Anneke. Are you stressed? Are you stressed beyond belief, stressed out of your mind? It's just becoming too much. And in the process, have you lost your zest for life? If I'm anything to go by, yeah, is the answer. Yes. We've had 2 years of unprecedented stress levels. And I think I can say that that's been the case across the board. Wherever you were, at least in the Western world, things have been hectic. And it wasn't just one thing, because people can usually cope with one thing. If something dramatic happens, a loved one passes on, or someone becomes really ill, people tend to kind of gather around, group together, they help each other out, in practical ways, in emotional ways, just make a cup of tea. I do live in Great Britain. Put an arm around someone's shoulder and let them have a good cry. Do practical things, help out with cooking or driving around or whatever the case may be. And that doesn't mitigate the severity of what happened to that particular person. But it helps. It's the normal way of doing things. It is. There is a feel-good factor about it within the misery when people can help each other out. Over the past 2 years, however, a lot of those things didn't happen because they couldn't happen, because you weren't allowed to do certain things, and well, you all know the drill. And it wasn't just one thing happening to one person. It were a lot of things happening to basically everyone. You may have found yourself at home, working from home, in a situation that might not have been ideal. You may have been there with a partner you might not get along with anymore, maybe with children who had to do homework and do things that are beyond your wheelhouse, looking after elderly people, or being unable to look after elderly people. It wasn't one thing. It was one thing on top of the other, on top of the other, and so on. And it really got people down. It really got people stressed. And the thing is, once the lockdowns were over, for as far as they are over, but with the lockdowns over, the stress didn't quite go away. Yes, at least in Great Britain, we're able to move around freely at the moment. Within the country, you still can't just get on a boat and travel to the Netherlands, where I'm originally from. But at least within the country, you are able to move around. And you're able to meet up with people and do most things you would normally do. But it didn't take all the stress away. The stress is kind of lingering in your system. And it's also all sorts of stress. It's mental stress, emotional stress, spiritual stress. Your body may have suffered. Some people did a lot of exercises, and they came out of lockdown really fit. Other people, like myself, didn't do that much for various reasons, and I'm really shocked by the state of my body, and the fact that a lot of the muscle tone that I did have has just gone. And that's 2 years. That's not that much, you would say, but there you go. And enough is enough. Something needs to be done. For me, there's this line in the sand. Maybe for you, it's even more than just a line in the sand. Something needs to change. But what? Because there's so much out there. You know, if you Google stress and what you can do about it, you know, you're inundated with all sorts of things you can do about it. And where to start? You know, it can be overwhelming, and that's not what you want when you're stressed. So I've created a membership group where every week there's a lesson. And those lessons are on a variety of topics. The current list is, I think, 24 different topics. And they all are geared up for you to relax. So every week there's a lesson, a topic for you to explore, and then by the end of the week there's a Q&A. So just try it on for size. If it's not for you, absolutely fine. Next week there's another lesson. If it is something that suits you, you can keep on doing it. You know, that's nothing prevents you from keep on doing whatever it is that works for you once that particular week is over. And it just gives you a taste of all sorts of techniques, tips and tricks to do. It's $49 a month, and if that's all the information you need, you can scroll down and sign up, and I'll see you on the other side. Yes, there will be bonuses, there will be interviews with other people who are experts in whatever it is they're an expert in. There will be book reviews, there will be all sorts of extra things, but the main thing will be the weekly lesson. Also, if there's a week where we discuss a topic for you to explore that you think, Anneke, I have no idea what was in your breakfast this morning, but this is just not on. This is not me. I'm not going to do that. It's going to freak me out. By all means, skip it and keep on doing what you were doing before, because this is meant in the end, for you to be able to relax, to be vibrant and alive, and to be able to help your family and friends, and to, for you may not be the center of a party, but at least you're there, and to support your community. That's the end goal. That's what I envisage for you. And if there's a week where you go like, whoa, man, this is going to stress me out, then by all means, skip it. Go for the low-hanging fruit. Do the easy things first. And there's so much for you to explore and to try out, that by all means, pick and choose. Pick and choose. Because it's called Holistic Health and Fitness Quest, every week I will aim to also explain how whatever the topic is fits into the bigger picture. How does this relate to other areas of your life, or to your entire body, or whatever it is that week is about? I'm not sure I'm explaining this very well. Anyway, the aim for me is to show you how your life interacts with itself, and how certain things come together, and that's the whole point of a holistic approach. You might be working on one area in your life, and other areas will be affected as well. So if that's all you need to know, weekly lessons, weekly Q&A, $49 a month. Scroll down, sign up, I'll see you on the other side. Why would you be listening to me? You know, there's this weird woman on my screen who claims to be doing all sorts of things, and you know, who is she? So, my name is Anneke. I'm born and raised in the Netherlands. I started my studies in horticulture, and then I transferred to international agricultural trade, in which I graduated. So I'm an engineer. And I worked in that field for a couple of years, and then in 1999 we emigrated to Great Britain, which was lovely. And then after 7 weeks I ended up in hospital. The GP had come out to my house and did some tests. They were not funny, and he said, something has burst inside you. You will go to hospital and they will operate on you straight away. So he called the ambulance, and there were sirens and lights and all the rest of it. And I arrived at hospital and they didn't do anything. They left me for 3 days. I can laugh about it now. It wasn't funny at the time. It was really painful. And when they finally decided to operate on me after 3 days, it turned out it was a burst appendix. Which, you know, the GP had said, something's burst inside you. So I had the best and the worst of the NHS in one day. And then, you know, that day progressed into a couple of more days. Anyway, so they operated on me. They cut away the bad bits and gave the rest a bit of a wash and a rinse. And they closed me up again and sent me on my merry way, which wasn't that merry. I was 45 kilograms. I don't know how much that is in stones, but it's very little. And I couldn't lift a kettle. I couldn't open the children's gate. I could do nothing. I was so weak. And it turned out it had given me peritonitis, so that was not good either. I was very close to death. But I survived somehow. I survived, and because the conventional medicine area couldn't help me. That's what they said. I asked, and they couldn't help me. They had done everything they could. So I started to look for alternatives, and I ended up with a lovely, lovely lady, Nikki, and she was a very wise person, and she helped me with the things I could eat. If I say diet, that's got all sorts of connotations in the Western world, but just to figure out the things that I could actually digest and the things that would nourish my body, rather than upset the system and deplete my body and make it stressed. So she helped me with that. Food, and she gave me all sorts of tonics and that kind of medication, and she told me to do some energy work, which led me to Carol Cumber, and she helped me with energy, which was at the time Reiki. Now, remember, I'm an engineer. And there I am, laying on the table, getting Reiki. You know, I didn't believe in it. And I was very upfront. I didn't believe in it. And I did ask Carol, does it still work if I don't believe? And she said, yes, it will still work. Will it work better or quicker if you do believe in it? Maybe. But it definitely works, because it is what it is. It's energy. and it will do its thing. So I was doing various things at the time, and in the end I was wondering, because I was getting better, it took a while, but I was getting better. So I was wondering, what was the thing that did the trick? And that's why I started learning all the modalities that I had undergone as a patient or a client, whatever you want to call it. So I started that journey in 2000. I started with Reiki because that's the easiest accessible and the thing that I believed in least. I believed in food, I believed in supplements, but Reiki, that was a bit out there. So I started training, and turns out, yes, it works, and I'm quite good at it. I took to it, and it was quite amazing. So I did that, and then I trained in NLP, timeline therapy, hypnosis. So I'm a Reiki master. I'm a trainer of NLP. I'm a trainer of timeline therapy. I'm a trainer of hypnosis. I do sports massage. I was already a trainer of gymnastics and jazz ballet. I've got a couple more modalities under my belt, and they don't quite do it for me, even though as modalities they work. They're not my favorites to work with, because I think for myself, I've got better things in my toolbox. Anyway, I've come to the conclusion that there isn't one particular thing that does the trick. It's a combination, and it's not necessarily the more you throw at someone, something will stick. In a way, yes. In another way, no. There are modalities that work better for a certain person in a certain time, or at a certain time. But they all work, and they all have their place, if that makes sense. So I've been in the alternative health circuit since 2000, and it's now March 2022. So that's quite a long time. And yeah, I think I'm an eternal student. Currently I'm studying biomedicine, leading to nutrition, and then maybe one day I'll do herbalism. I don't know. But this is within the, in the near future. This is what I'm doing right now. So over all those years, I've seen so many things come and go. I've done so many courses. I've worked with so many people. Is there nothing new under the horizon? Quite often it's something packaged in a different way. And, fair enough. If that works for people, by all means, go for it. But a lot of it boils down to some basic principles. And one of the principles is stress and tension. And as soon as people are able to let that go, as soon as people are able to relax just a little bit, it gives the body and the mind the opportunity to breathe and to heal just a little bit more. And the more you can relax and the deeper you can breathe, the easier things become. And so there's the relaxation bit, and there's the frequency of things. But the thing you can control, and I use this term control lightly, because it's yes, you can control it, and it takes practice, it takes dedication, it takes finding whatever it is that you find the easiest way to access that relaxation. So yeah, I yes, you can control it, and you have to learn how to do it. And even when you know how to do it for yourself, there's still lapses. Well, I speak for myself. There are lapses for me. And I've been doing this for quite some time, so feel, rest assured that if you lapse, you're in good company. But yeah, the relaxation is, it can be difficult, yet it is something you can work on. It's something you can get a grip on, you can get a handle on. And relaxation also comes in layers. So once you've relaxed in a to a certain level, let's put it that way, you reach a kind of plateau, and you need to settle on that for a bit, and then you can relax further. It's not a straightforward line, as in going from a high stress level and you go down to, let's smoothly zoom away. That's usually not how it happens. And if that's happening for you, congratulations, absolutely amazing, enjoy it. For most of us, it goes a bit in steps, and then if you're in bad luck, it goes up again, and then because life happens, stress goes up again, and that's life. Stuff happens, and you don't plan for that, yet it happens. So this way of relaxation and hitting a bit of a plateau, and relaxation and hitting a bit of a plateau, and so on, it takes dedication, it takes commitment, it takes practice, and sometimes you need a different view on things. You need an extra input. You need, other ideas, which is where the membership group really comes into its own, because every week there's a lesson. Every week there's something for you to do, to contemplate, to practice, to whatever the lesson is that week. And it's all geared up for you to be able to relax. And the more you're relaxed, the more vibrant you can be. The more you're relaxed, the more alive you can be. The more you're relaxed, the more you can help your family and your friends. Because when you're stressed out of your mind and people come and ask you for help, you may want to do it just because that's social protocol, but in your head you're going like, I've got enough stuff going on in my own life, and that's not the person you want to be. You want to help people. You want to be there for your family and your friends. You want to be able to support your community, whatever your community is, whether that's for a church or a school or basket weaving group. It's all fine, whatever it is, to be a valued member of your community. And the more relaxed you are, the better you can fulfill those roles. So yes, that's me. That's my background. As I said, I've been doing this for well over 20 years now. I've seen a lot of things come and go. I haven't seen a membership group like this before. Maybe they do exist. In that case, Horses for Courses. It's all, whoever you resonate with. If there's other people you think, yeah, but they promise more, or they do, whatever it is, it's all fine. If you resonate with me, stick with me. So yes, $49 a month. It's quite cheap, I think. As in, it's not an awful lot of money. I just wanted as many people as possible be able to do this. And that's what set the price. It's founders members at the moment. I don't know for how long, but founder members, $49 a month, and do with it what you wish. I really, really, really wished an awful lot of people would join this, and do it, and actually actively do the exercises and notice that it works, and as I said before, there will be weeks where you go like, this is really not my cup of tea, and that's absolutely fine. But there will be weeks where it's something that speaks to you, or something that you find very easy to do, and you think, how did I not know about this? And that are the bits I thrive on. I really want you to know all this information. I really want you to be able to relax, to be able to be you. Be you. We need more people who are being themselves, and in the most vibrant and quirky ways possible. So I'm going to leave it at this. Am I? Yeah, there will be bonuses, there will be interviews, there will be book reviews, there will be all sorts of things. But that will sort itself out once you're in the group. There will be some extras, but I really, really, really want this for you. I really love seeing people blossom when they work with me, and that's what I'm going for. That was my phone. Honestly, I should have known better. Right. Sign up. What have you got to lose? $49. It's very little money for an awful lot of gain in your life. Relax. Relax. Sign up. Sign up, scroll down, sign up, and I will see you on the other side. Thank you very much. Thank you.